Good morning. It is Sunday, April 14th. This is Casey Rigner, the PIO for Allegheny County Department of Emergency Services. I'm joined with Fred McMullen from the National Weather Service office here in Pittsburgh. We're going to discuss our severe weather risk coming up this afternoon and evening. So, Fred, take it away.
Okay, good morning, Casey. Talking to you all again for the third time in less than a week. Mother Nature is not too happy, apparently, with our region. So let me share you an update of what's going to happen later today, what we're looking at. So the Storm Prediction Center has issued a level 3 out of 5 outlook for Allegheny County for later this afternoon and evening for a line of storms moving through. If we look at kind of what our timing looks like for everything, so if you kind of look what our radar would look like, so this is a radar kind of around like 5 o'clock this afternoon. So you see the storms developing along Interstate 80 south of Lake Erie. And then as we go through the evening hours, the storms drop south. This is about 8 p.m. tonight. So again, don't take the radar for granted that the storms are going to be in the exact place that they show, but gives you a kind of a time window. So if you have outdoor plans today, get them done early. The later you wait, especially towards supper time, the increased likelihood of seeing storms. So this is as of 9 o'clock, 10 and 11 and 12. So this is going to be an event that happens right around dinner time in through the evening hours. To give you an outlook in terms of the specific hazards that we're looking at, the enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5 is issued for wind, again, there's a 30% chance of seeing severe wind within 25 miles a point. So down trees, especially with the wet ground and isolated power outages due to trees falling on power lines, will be your primary impact. And again, here for Pittsburgh, it peaks shortly after 6 p.m. with this blue line. There also is a potential for hail with these storms, quarter size, nothing too large. And then we're also looking at a potential, like a very low probability for a tornado threat. Again, that kind of peaks anywhere between 5 p.m. and about 9 p.m. With the peak occurring right with the strongest winds around 7-ish. So you can see this gray line indicates sunset, so there is a threat after sunset. So again, as it gets dark outside, again, it's important to kind of make sure you stay weather aware. And then as we go through this afternoon, if you're looking to your north, look if the skies get dark this afternoon, make sure you wrap things up. If you hear thunder, head inside. I know kids' activities are starting. So again, remember, find shelter and plan for shelter ahead of time. And then lastly, I know we've been wet recently with all the rainfall. There is a threat for localized heavy rainfall this afternoon. I will say it's largely going to be confined to a heavier thunderstorm that could produce, 3/4 of an inch to an inch. But for the most part, we are not going to see the flooding that we saw late last week. Across Allegheny County. It's going to be more localized and the storms will be moving through. But again, keep an eye out for that. When you see water crossing the road, turn around, don't drown, make the smart decision. It may take you longer to get home, but you get home safely. So Casey, I'll turn it back to you for any questions.
Thanks, Fred. So, as far as our severe threats go tonight, we're looking primarily, while all severe threats are possible tonight, primarily some damaging winds, as you mentioned, possible down trees, power lines, power outages. We'll pay close attention to that. Localized flooding, you already stressed this, localized, meaning we have those thunderstorms that could produce those downpours in a couple different neighborhoods. That's what we're looking at for flooding potential tonight. And just want to let everyone know, don't let your guard down today. Most of today will be beautiful, right? Until this afternoon. Sunshine, that's only going to help fuel up those storms that will march in later from north to south tonight. I think we're good, right? That's
Yeah.
everything.
So the only thing I'll say is we talked a lot about a lot of bad news here. The good news is that this week coming up, Monday through Friday, will probably be the warmest 5-day stretch of weather we've seen the entire calendar year. So
All right.
once you get through the day, again, warmer weather's in store, especially Thursday, where we can make a run at 80 degrees. So try to end this with a bright note here for you all today.
There you go. Something to look forward to coming up this week. Thank you, Fred.
Okay. Thank you, Casey.